Hello, everyone. I challenge you to imagine inventing something. So this is a traffic light. A great tool that's utilized throughout the world that here in the US is used, Europe, everywhere. I've been all over the world and I've seen it. I've experienced it. Now I'm sure that you will be proud of your contribution to society because you know this happened to make the world a better place. But reality sets in. You're told you don't matter because you're less than a second-class citizen. Imagine the barriers that these African Americans had to face during that time. Imagine how you would feel regardless of the color of your skin, but that's how you looked upon. An idea that's being stolen from you because you didn't have a patent for it, or you wasn't the right skin tone to actually make that idea a reality, but you know it's your invention. I would try to enlighten everyone on some of the inventions and the inventors and some of their inventions that have affected our lives in a positive way. Let's take Benjamin Banneker, for example. He developed the first almanac in 1792, predicting weather seasonal changes, including tips on planting crops and medical remedies. Fred McKinley Jones invented the first refrigerated truck in 1939 to transport perishable products with them to keep them without spoiling. He also is what helped create the supermarkets what we look at today, because without these refrigerated trucks, food would not be able to get to those locations from the crops, from the fields to our table that we enjoy today of these foods as non-perishable items, crops, and different things like that. I would like to highlight one person, Garrett Morgan. He invented one of the first traffic lights in the U.S. as well as the first gas mask. Some of his inventions were he created a liquid that straightened fabric. He also used that in the products for women's hair. He invented a safety hood and smoke protector for firefighters. To sell his safety hood, Morgan had to hire a white actor to pretend to be an inventor. Imagine having to hire someone else that doesn't look like you to actually sell your product for you. But those are some of the things he had to do back in those days. The hood, which contained a wet sponge to filter out smoke and cool the air, became the precursor to the gas mask, which was used in World War I by the U.S. Army. So they bought that idea from him. His actual traffic light, people say that it's not actually his, because it was a hand crank mechanical signal machine for traffic crossing that became the traffic light. So they do give him credit for that. African American inventors and their inventions have helped mold and shape some of the greatest minds in the world because they never stop imagining. If you have an imagination, you too could be one of these great inventors. As an African American myself, I can relate to some of the obstacles that these people face of the past. It is hard pill to swallow to be called out of your name and to be stereotyped just for the color of your skin. We all harbor some sort of prejudice and some sort of racism, whether we believe it or not. And the reason I say that because I could see someone walking down the street, or you could see that person walking down the street, and I could say, hey, that person has baggy pants on. Oh, he's trying to be black, because that's what a stereotype is, being associated with a certain nationality. Or I could say, hey, he's dressed a certain way, he's preppy and stuff like that. Oh, he's trying to be white, even though he's black. So we can say those things, and we try our best not to be prejudiced, but that's where it comes out sometimes. Stereotyping is something that starts at home. It's a learned behavior, actually taught in the home first. But then also you look at it that society teaches us this as well, because you see the different things on television, in movies, and different things of that nature. We should never forget our history as a nation, our contribution for all citizens, by being compassionate, understanding, and a lot less judgmental, and realize that we bleed red and just want to be treated as an equal. I'll leave you something that the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King said in his I Have a Dream speech. It goes like this: I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed, meaning that we hold truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. So I challenge you as a human being to look at what all Americans has contributed to us, and not just based on color of skin, but by the character of that person. Thank you.